All right, here are the top 3 stocks that I am watching on the case that the market continues to correct because of the Russia-Ukraine invasion, and we're gonna get our necessary healthy correction that will present a very healthy generational buying opportunity. And here are the top 3 stocks that I am watching, and I already have a position in that I will be looking to add if the market continues to correct. There's 3 stocks. I'm going to present the technical analysis behind it and a little bit of fundamentals. My way of investing is somewhat ridiculous because I like to invest in things that people are using. So Amazon, you know, people should have known Amazon would be a great stock buying opportunity because everyone was using Amazon. Netflix, I mean, you could think of it all, PayPal, eBay. So these were all stocks that people use, and when you see that a lot of people are using them, like Tesla, before Tesla popped, you would start seeing a bunch of Teslas on the street and you're like, wow. But a lot of people don't take action when they see such a thing. I mean, you know, hindsight is obviously 2020, but that is definitely something to pay attention to in the future. But let's get right into the 3 stocks that I'll be watching. One of them is already up on the screen. So we have Uber. Uber, I think, sadly, never called a break since its IPO. And I think there's a lot of room for Uber to go, especially when, I mean, they're obviously not a monopoly, but this company, I mean, they were saying that they were going to generate profit for the first time ever. However, I think they're focusing a lot on actual expansion. I think the name is out there, and I think that Uber will continue to thrive. A lot of these growth companies, a lot of the time you won't see them make a huge move until there's a balance between supply and demand. And I think a great price point to get into Uber will be around the $31 to $28 level, as you can see on this chart here. That is where I will initiate a position in Uber. I'm currently not in Uber. The other 2 stocks I am in, but Uber, I think, has a lot of room for growth. They're going to work with Tesla. We already know Uber as the Lyft, you know, the ride sharing app with Lyft, and it was the first one. And then they began Uber Eats, and I think they're going to continue to thrive. They just need to work on their profitability margins because they've been giving out so much bonuses to get this user counts up there. Uber, I'll be looking to add. I think this is a great and solid long-term investment. As you can see here as well, I just saw this actually. We're making lower lows, but at the same time, we have a weekly RSI divergence that is positive. So I do think that we're gonna get some sort of upside. However, I think we do go down first because of the Russian and Ukraine thing. Hopefully you guys catch it. I mean, if it's an investment, it shouldn't be something that you're looking at all the time anyways. So Uber is the first one. SoFi, I really like this one. A lot of people doubted us when we posted this on TikTok, saying that it was gonna go down to the $12 level. One of my favorite haters was saying that, and it got down to this $12 level because there was an open imbalance here. So open imbalances usually get filled, and that is exactly what we see here. And we got the huge volume over here heading right into our open imbalance where we see a little pop-up. Now, do I know if it's done correcting? I don't, because of all the catalysts that we have coming up. I don't know if SoFi will continue lower. All I can say is I think that it will. I will continue to add to this position near this $11 to $10 level, as you can see. Reason being, in terms of fundamentals, again, minimal fundamentals for me, but a lot of people are using SoFi. Me personally, I don't, but I see their ads everywhere. And, you know, their conference calls are suggesting a lot more users coming into SoFi. In terms of market cap, they're only at $10 billion. And all the other banks, I don't know if you guys know it yet, but SoFi got their banking charter license. And a lot of these other banks, I mean, I put up Wells Fargo and Santander because they're relatively not as mainstream. So even not being as mainstream, I mean, Wells Fargo is $232 billion in market cap. not much people use Santander, and that's already at 66 billion. So in terms of market cap, we could potentially at least get 6 times of our worth. It might just take time. Investment is a time thing. I don't know if you guys know, but Microsoft basically stayed within range for years. If you pull up the Microsoft, and they recently just broke out. So, I mean, just within here, you can see as well that they were within a range, especially here. Look at that. We were mainly within this $27, $28 level for a time span of, let's see, date range. So 4,991 days. So that's approximately close to 10 years that they stayed within the same level. So that's the only thing that I don't like about investments. Sometimes it takes time to actually get the fruit off its tree. But, obviously it paid off. But at the same time, I know it sucks. So SoFi is definitely one to be watched. And I think, so we have Uber, SoFi, and what else was I looking at? Airbnb. So I think Airbnb is going to continue to do well. But the only thing that scares me a little is the fact that there's going to be more and more regulations coming in for Airbnb. A lot of people living within the communities are obviously going to be upset, especially with parking situations, this and that. A lot of places are requiring permitting already, although they are allowing it. And fun fact, I never knew Airbnb actually did like tours. So it's not just housing, but they have like events, basically kind of like Groupon, where they're like hosting getaways or hosting like tour attractions, etc. So I think Airbnb is a great long-term stock. If it does head to this 126 level, this is where I will watch personally. But those are the top 3 stocks that I will be watching for long-term holds. And with that being said, you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.